Hello everybody, welcome back once again, playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, and just about to start on the Mullonde battle, so let's get to it.
Do you know what it is you do?
Had you spoken willingly, your lives might have been spared. I should have preferred to employ measures less extreme, but there's no time for that now.
I don't understand.
The boy heretic, he has frustrated our every move. And now that he holds most of the stones, your aid is no longer required.
But the Knights Templar answered to me, and me alone.
Truth be told, though your wound is deep, it is not mortal. Treated soon, you will live. But you must earn your life. Tell me, where is the entrance to the Necrohole? You would know, would be the only one to know. Now, out with it.
Orbon. The vaults beneath the monastery. In the lowest levels, there is a glyph of conveyance, bound by magic.
Of all the places. And how does one break this seal?
I know not. I swear it. The scriptures may hold some clue. I cannot say.
At every turn, the boy. Blame us not. 'Tis your God who has failed you.
Do not leave me like this. I beg you.
Alright, let's get started at the front gate. Right, probably just going to set up very similar here. Let's swap Dance back in though for Agrias. Let me make sure that she... Alright, still have Dance there, that looks good. Oh, actually before I forget, let me just see if I've got... Nope, not enough... Oh, hang on. There we go. Good old JP boost. You just gotta have it. Okay, oops.
Understood.
Now, let's throw
Ready
Rando back here with his partner in crime, the monk. I should say, the ninja with monk skills.
Halt! You stand before Mullonde Cathedral, great seat of the Church of Glabados. None save members of the clergy are permitted within these walls. State your name and title, and let your purpose in coming here be known.
I am Ramza Beowulf, youngest son of the house of the same name, though I come before you independent of it. My sister, Alma Beowulf, is held unlawfully by the Lord Commander of the Knights Templar, Fulmarv Tengil. I demand her immediate release.
Ramza Beowulf? You were the one who murdered Cardinal Delacroix. Raise the alarm. A notorious heretic lays siege to the cathedral. You are foolish to present yourself before us. In Saint Ajora's name, we will carry out your sentence where you stand.
My move.
Nothing to go.
Ooh, nasty crit. Revenge! There we go.
Nothing holds fear for me now. Prepare yourself, Fulmarv.
As you command.
Ever ready. Of course. I am ready.
It's time.
Ramza, at last we meet. Pray forgive me, I ought to have called upon you sooner, but I have been ever so busy of late. I fear I remain so even now, so let us make this brief. If you would see your sister returned, you will relinquish the scriptures and all the Orosite you possess. Refuse, and I will be unable to guarantee her safety. Are we of an understanding? My patience is grown thin.
I surrender naught until Alma is brought before me hale and whole.
Did you not hear a word I said? I offered no negotiable terms. Forfeit the scriptures and the stones, or forfeit your sister's life.
Here are the scriptures. The stones I hold until I see that she is safe.
Well?
I believe I found it. All that remains is to test it at the correct location.
Then we have all we need. That said, I find myself loath to let the boy simply walk away. Propriety dictates that he make restitution for all the trouble he has caused us.
I should have known. But I warn you, this will not go as you imagine.
My move.
Okay, let's blast these chumps. Actually, before I crush them, let's take a look at their classes. So, Fulmarv is a Divine Knight. Let's take a look here. Devout Knight who is sworn to the Father and fights as a member of the clergy. The Divine Knight's job command Unyielding Blade enables sword techniques that strike while simultaneously destroying equipment. Okay, so this is just, Mullonde. Yeah. Exact same abilities for hers as well. Oops, jeez, what are we doing here? And then here we've got another Divine Knight. Same description as Mullonde. He's missing Crush accessory though, is it? A little weird, right? Why doesn't he have that? Yeah, that's very strange. And then we've got Cletian, who is a sorcerer. Magic user who wields a multitude of arcane incantations. The job command magic arts allows the sorcerer to cast powerful spells from the pinnacle of all magical disciplines. So essentially the command that Dystarg had in the previous battle. He's got Holy Flare, Gravaga, Unholy Darkness, and Arise. So yeah, some pretty nasty stuff. I think all you have to do here to win this one is knock one of them into critical status. If I remember correctly.
Defy me at your peril.
No, my power garb, you dick. Yeah, I'm going after all my armor.
You care only for the scriptures now. What of the stones?
You demand your sister's return for them, but as things stand, she is of greater value to us.
Greater value? What use could you have for her still? Why keep my sister alive, when you took no pause in disposing of your own son?
Our affairs are not for you to know. As long as we have your sister, you may keep your handful of stones.
My turn.
Okay, let's see here. 537.
I will defeat you.
Probably not. Oh, owie.
Are you truly the father I've always known?
I ought to ask you the same question, my daughter. To side with a heretic and take up arms against your kin. No child of mine would commit such betrayal.
On that much we can agree. I am not your daughter, for you are not my father.
What do you mean by that, pray?
Spare me the mummery. I know that you have ceased to be the man you once were. The Marquis Elmdor de Limbury was made a Lucavi when he used a Zodiac stone. And at Ivalice, the monster who killed Isilud and all those others was you, wasn't it?
You think your father a monster? A Lucavi? Nay, child. What I am is power, pure and unadulterated. The magics of men are mere parlor tricks beside the arcane force the Auracite commands. I saw fit to entrust Sagittarius to you, yet you do not use it. Why? Did you not swear to find the stones and wield their power for the salvation of Ivalice, of the world entire? Mayhap you are craven like your brother. He was shown a glimpse of the Auracite's might, but cowered before it and died, a frail, pathetic mortal.
So that is why you killed Isilud. To you, he was just another pawn who had outlived his purpose. My brother was no craven. He fought to vanquish his own sire, twisted as he had become. The great man I once knew, who cherished his family, is no more. Naught remains of him, but a power-maddened fiend that wears his skin. I shall prove my worth.
Oh, let's see. I imagine, yeah, no way I'm going to be able to get back there to Cletian, so we're going to have to smoke them off
What
right here.
shields the flesh shields not the mind. Your weakness plain to see. Crush armor! Now break!
this.
Defy me at your peril.
Not the end I choose.
This bodes ill.
I cannot fail.
Confound it. How can the boy be so strong? Whence springs his might? Could it be he is protected by the Orosight and blessed with the opposing force of light? If so, he will not be easily overcome. We must serve our vengeance another time.
Again they flee. The cowards.
Okay, last battle here in the series. You're definitely going to want ribbons, or at least some way to protect yourself against the vampire status. Excuse me. We're going to be dealing with Zalbag, who is now a vampire. So keep that in mind. Let's check here. Oops. Still not have JP to do anything with. Let's move you back here.
Ready and willing.
I am ready.
Aha! I knew someone else was missing this. I'm gonna swap hers for the black garb. And do power guard for him. Oh, here we go. Learning some of those abilities, might as well, right? Alright, let's do it!
It's time.
Would that I could bid you farewell here, but I suspect you'd not part ways so easily. I suppose you must be returned to the Father after all. My thralls will delight to guide you to his keeping. I shall let this one be your foeman as well.
Zalbag!
Once he was your brother, but he is reborn unto us now. You're a heretic already. Why not a kinslayer too?
What have they done to you, brother?
Zalbag, deliver me the head of that young man before you. He must not leave this cathedral alive.
Lord brother, it is I! Do you not know your own blood?
Ramza, is that you? What is this place? It's so dark. I cannot see. What am I doing? Do I stand? Sit?
You are being controlled by Lord Fulmarv, by a Lucavi.
Am I fighting you? Why would I do such a thing? I have no sensation. It's as though I have no limbs. Flee, Ramza. Flee. I have no wish to kill you, but I fear I might.
Lord Brother!
My move.
Alrighty, let's take a look at Zalbog here. He's still a dirtbag, so the whole, oh brother, you know, blah blah blah, you know, you fought against or with me against Dystar, all kind of nonsense to me. I still, I'll never forgive him for essentially giving the order to kill Tidra, so F him. But he does have the vampire ability now. It says Arcanite Job Command devastates an opponent's attributes. That doesn't seem like that's doesn't seem like that makes a lot of sense. So, okay, Blade of Ruin, Arcanite Job Command, capable of devastating an opponent's attributes. And then Arcanite Job Command devastates an opponent's attributes. For one thing, I don't think that that's actually what Vampire does. At least in the other versions of the game, Vampire literally just turns your other characters into vampires, which then causes them to attack people and actually absorb their health. So it doesn't seem like they should have used that as the description here. But he does have the same ability set here that he had before. Again, he just has that added vampire ability as well. Let's Hallowed Bolt his ass. There's another Ultima Demon here, so if you haven't learned Ultima yet on your Ramza, you can do that again here. Yeah, here's Blood Drain. Slurp. Oh, he turned me into a vampire!
I must concentrate.
Do I not have a ribbon on him? Yep, that's why. I don't have a ribbon on him. Well, that was dumb. Well, no, I can't get to him. That's obnoxious. Yeah, I should have put a ribbon on Orlando as well. That was not smart of me. Oof. Savages. Boom. Oops, just realized that Orlando doesn't have whatchamacallit, Chantage on him, so gonna need to either end this quick.
Ramza, can you hear me? I beg you. Kill me! The pain, it's unbearable. I cannot feel my arms or my legs, and
yet somehow they burn! And my memories, they fade into the darkness. I'm afraid, Ramza, as I've never been before. Do not give in. There must be a way for you to overcome this. We will find it. Please, do not abandon hope.
Hope abandons me. There is naught left but agony. Whispers in my ear, from everywhere and nowhere. They bid me join them. Weisstock, is that you? But who are the others? Oh, God, end it! Please, grant me swift mercy!
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Damn you, Volmov!
I hope one of those whispers is Tetra, you prick.
Forgive us, Ramza. We have caused you pain. You must keep Alma safe. The two of you must live on. Where once all was darkness, light has returned. Farewell, my brother. And thank you.
Zalbog.
Someone, please.
Gods have mercy.
Please. They must be stopped.
Your Holiness, hold on.
The Necrohall. Oh, to the Necrohall.
The Necrohall? Is that where Volmov is headed? But where is it?
Beneath Orban. You must stop them.
Your Holiness. To Orban Monastery, then.
Okay, so from this point, I just wanted to point out kind of explain what I'm going to be doing here. So for the next few videos, actually from this point to the end of the game, I actually am going to use my first save file. So that was the one where I basically leveled the 99 immediately at the beginning of the game. There was, I had a couple of videos where, you know, I should say maybe a couple comments of people asking about, you know, why trivialize the game essentially so early. You know, for one thing, it's kind of always the way that I've played the game. I shouldn't say that. Not always, right? My first few playthroughs, I didn't do that. But from the point on, or maybe more so when I learned about the fact that you can get the Knight Swords in Chapter 2. Of course, you have to do the stuff with leveling Gafgarian before he betrays you, but I always thought that was kind of fun, right? It was such an interesting thing that you could do. If you put in the work, you could, essentially get the best weapons in the game at the beginning of Chapter 2, which was pretty wild. So that was one of the reasons, and I honestly, I had expected to be able to do that with this game as well, but of course they've made some changes with the way guest characters are handled, so of course you can't do that anymore. But I think the criticisms, at least on some level, are sort of fair, right? You really do, or I should say, getting to level 99 basically immediately does trivialize a lot of the battles. Not all of them, though, mind you, because, anything, or there are very specific battles that the enemies actually scale with you, and so those can be a little bit actually more challenging. And honestly, in my opinion, leveling up in Mantelia Plains actually is a bit difficult, right? Like, that actually is challenging. You really have to know how the game works to successfully level all the way to 99, because those monsters actually are very, very difficult, of course, because we've got really basically crap gear at that point in the game. But it actually does make some fights just entirely trivial. But even that said, though, I would say really what makes the game trivial are certain things like Shirahidori. Basically, I'd say probably 90% of the attacks in this game, at least in the storyline battles, can be just completely nullified by Shirahidori as long as you've got a good enough bravery stat. So, the more challenging battles like Wiegraf, right? When you have to do the solo battle with Wiegraf, Shirahidori doesn't help you with that, but of course it doesn't take much. I think I just did it with a ninja and then full physical attack on my helmet, armor, and then I think I used a bracer, and I basically just one-rounded him, right? So I took him out right away. So it's just, I think honestly it's more about knowing what skills are good, what reaction skills are good, and kind of how the game mechanics work that makes the game, or those are ways to completely trivialize the game. Ribbon, another great example, right? So, status effects in this game can be pretty brutal, but a ribbon completely nullifies that, and those are available at the beginning of Chapter 3, immediately when poaching becomes available. Of course, you would have to have that pig from, like Chigolith Fenlands or whatever, from Chapter 2, but as long as you again, are familiar with the game and know that you can do that, that nullifies, for instance, all of the really nastiest part that Celia and Letty can do, right? Because they've got some really brutal status effects, and Ribbon nullifies all of it. So, and then of course there's also Chantage, right? So Chantage breaks the game. I mean, let's be honest. From Chapter 3 on, the game is a total joke. Or can be a total joke because of Chantage, really. The fact that, all you have to do is have one character that's safe, and then at that point, you can't lose. One combination that I didn't do that, I probably should have pointed out was Chantage with Sunken State. Actually, let me see if they call it that in this, because I haven't bought it. I think it's Vanish. Yeah, it's Vanish. So Vanish is a reaction ability. It says, upon receiving a physical attack, grants invisibility to the unit. So basically all you have to do, and actually you don't even need this too. There's another way to do that, which is just to poach the, I can't remember which monster these come from. I think these are Hydras. So you can grant one unit invisibility at the start of battle, and then if you just don't do anything with them, they stay invisible the entire time. And that allows the rest of your characters to just resurrect anytime they die, right? You are completely safe then. The enemies will not be able to target you ever, or at least that character, right? Unless you're playing really stupidly and, wander into the range of a summon or something like that. You can't lose. So, again, I just wanted to reiterate that it really isn't about your level that trivializes the game. It's honestly, I think it's knowledge of the game. Level helps, certainly, and especially in the storyline battles, right? But I really do think it's abilities and, in some cases, equipment. So, anyways, like I said, though, from this point on, it's going to be footage from my original playthrough, and I'm just going to finish out the game that way. So, as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.